afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero, Psych Defender of the Fatherland, your Lord and Master, off here to a 1 vs 1 on Arnhem Checkpoint. In the south, it's PartijKraker, funding here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the... Oh, let's just say... 12th SS Panzerdivision Hitlerjugend versus the North. We got Stuve fighting for King and Country, the Commonwealth. Taking on the role here of the 7th Armored Division, the Desert Rats. We got Mechanized Assault, Festung Armour, and Jäger Infantry here for PartijKraker. I'm just going to call him Party. Oh, yeah, Party. With Machine Gun, Panzerfaust, and Tank Gun, with Royal Artillery, Tactical Support, and Advanced Emplacements here for Stuve. With Bofors Infantry and Mortar Emplacement Bulletins. Stuve, I think, has been experimenting with much more static plays for the British as of late, but I think on a map like Arnhem Checkpoint, that's not going to be particularly working out well, because Arnhem Checkpoint is one of those delightfully designed maps that's actually nice, wide and open, with a much more great emphasis on manoeuvre, so trying to just dig in is going to be, well, a pretty bad idea from Stuve. So I think in that regard, advanced emplacement is right down the bin, leaving Royal Artillery or Tactical Support, since it's going to have to fight a bit more mobily here versus Party. Triple sections out for Stuve, double parties with a sniper from Party. That is definitely not your average opening here, and I believe Party's around rank 60-50 there with the Wehrmacht, by the way, so not exactly some slouch, some slob pulled out of, the Beute Deutsche bargain bin. Universal Care out there for Stuve. Can press out, their sniper going to open there. I'm certain versus the British, the sniper can be quite effective since they got 4-man sections. They're quite expensive as well, so the sniper in this regard can be a really effective way of just causing attrition amongst the British. Of course, he's going to need something to screen the sniper with long term, otherwise he's just going to rush down and murder the sniper, which of course is going to leave Party here rather sad. But securing your territory in the east, the Pioneers, of course, the Dog Pioneers, of course, allow him to offset going for the snipers, and the snipers are expensive and slow to build. Getting Pioneers that can sort of help offset that. Quickly grab some territory that way, ensuring he's got a reasonable amount of pressure going on against Stuve, who's finding himself slightly on the defensive here for the time being, at least in the areas where the sniper is, since obviously the sniper makes it very difficult to just move ahead. Grenadiers backing up the sniper there, obviously Party expecting the Universal Carrier, since that's very much part of the British meta, in particular if snipers are involved. More Grenadiers there for Party. Pioneers bring up the section down to 2 men here. Stuve is not finding himself there with the most progress there. Sniper sneaking about here, looking for kills. Of course, needs to be careful. There you go. Universal Carrier spotted. Snipering up here. It's going to look for a kill on the retreating unit. He actually tried for the wipe here rather than try and back up the Pioneers, and these are now going to have to see the fuel point there being cut off. Still aggressive play the Party against Stuve, and now heading for the calf point as well. Could we see maybe an early Telemann here from Party or some S-mines? We'll have to see. Snipering in here. 2 kills so far. Some aggressive active play here on Arnhem Checkpoint. Grenadiers falling back there down to 2 men. Pioneers almost got the calf point secured as well. And there goes Saxon down to 2 men. Low on health. Sniper misses, but someone else gets the kill there. But look, actually, I think Sniper missed that one. Anyways, aggressive play from both players. I mean, obviously both are experienced, hardened veterans of company heroes. Usually meaning they need, to a degree, know that you have to play aggressive, you have to put up pressure, you got to harass and cut off resources. So nice work there, take up here for Party. We'll have to see though what's in it with Deutschland. I mean, it could be Jaeger Infantry, G for the Fierce and all that will work out nicely. Mechanized Assault could theoretically also be an option. Assault Grenadiers and say a Mechanized Assault group to back up, plus a Tiger down the road. Or I guess Festung Armour with command tanks, Pack for the Fleas, Panzer Division and heavy artillery. It's not Pioneers retreating. A bit risky since the sniper's right now pretty much just utterly exposed, unscreened. Could easily be rushed down there by Stuve if he figures out where the sniper is. Of course, as of now, Stuve has a rough idea where the sniper is, but he doesn't have specific information. Grenadiers going here. Very long wrap ball. He's making sure he doesn't run into anything, and if he does, he's got a good position to fight from against Stuve before pushing ahead there. So nice play there. Bit of a rare sight. You actually see this house being used. It's there, but most of the time fighting just never happens around here. So it's a house that's surprisingly untouched in most battles, except this time by PartijKraker. I'm here to crack your Partish. Isn't it weird? Anyways, trench out there for Stuve. Going to do sneaking out there. Warspat's going to make it harder here for Party to use any structures. Less good versus the sniper though, but not kind of useless. And we got tactical support here from Stuve. Oh, he was caught self-repairing with the Wasp. Obviously, Party can't actually finish it off here, but he can make it much more awkward for the Wasp. Grab the northern point here. Stuve quickly filling up with the sniper zone. That's obviously going to give him the edge here in a sense, as long as he's not with the ball up, because Party's obviously not going to, I think most cases, act like he's got a sniper out, though some players will, of course, usually expect a sniper. We'll obviously if Party's doing that, but in which case if he isn't, Stuve's got an easy kill with the sniper, of course, and that's going to force Party then to have to counter that. And Party's now going for a half-track. He doesn't have the munitions for the flamethrower, so I mean a regular half-track will be planned here. Oh, he cancels it, possibly the 2-2 instead. I mean, with the Wasp and all that about here, 2-2 would make more sense anyways. Also, his infantry force wouldn't say it's quite fully effective with the 250 after reinforcement transport. I wouldn't say it's useless, but we'll have to see here. Stuve is basically just hoping to draw out the sniper, but Party's got the sniper far away. In fact, he might be expecting this is bait. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing, or just healing actually. Like to mechanized company remaining silent here. Party is going for the Pak 40 though. Kind of would have figured a 2-2, but obviously versus the British, the AC Mark III is very much a potential problem. So obviously the 2-2 then you have to go for several 2-2s then, and that might not be an investment Party here wants to make versus Stuve. So the Pak 40 certainly makes a bunch of sense. Mines down here from Stuve as well, very good. Map control wise, it's roughly split 50-50 with a slight victory point lead there for Stuve and the 7th Armour, the Deserats here, versus the 12th SS, Panzerdivision Hitlerjugend, which is a fun fact, had a full battalion of Jagdpanzer tank destroyers on paper at least, but they never arrived in time for the fighting in Normandy. Would actually be fighting around Paris, separated from the rest of the division. Fun fact. Not once the rest of the division pulled out, actually. But there you go, AC Mark III here. The AC, of course, is just good, but it certainly also ensures that if Party's planning anything vehicular, he's going to regret it. Cornelius punishment about here. I mean, he's, I think, very much wary about the possibility of a sniper out from Stuve. Otherwise, he'd not be moving about the sniper like he did. He is very concerned, and he knows the sniper's going to hang around here. And particularly considering there's a lot of ways for a sniper to hide around the center, so it makes a ton of sense here that PartijKraker is being a bit cautious here. Trench by way there, nice to sort of block off any harassment attempts and flanks. Trench up here as well, nice work there by Stuve. Most British players tend not like to be huge users of trenches, but Stuve clearly believes in something there.
Repairs complete and everything works.
Back here, bolstering up for Stuve. In Party's base, there is no party happening. Instead, he's going for a second Pak 40. Interesting. In most cases, that indicates he's going to go for mechanized assault and stall for a Tiger tank. But at the same time, the rest of his force composition, I say, is pretty shaky for that, since he's got very little infantry plus a sniper to then screen them, meaning he could theoretically very easily lose all of his anti-tank and say to Stuve with just one mistake. So it's a bit of a weird force composition in that sense. Also worth noting, he's actually got the bulletins there to produce the packs faster by a whole 50%. That's actually one of the few bulletins that really has a big sort of, shall I say, any effect on it. Even if it's just, you know, build speed. Normally, they do not give you like a 50% build speed bonus. That is actually massive. Quite around here, like more mines down from Stuve. I mean, we can also see Party's force composition also a bit another issue. He can't really attack well with it. He lacks him. He's got the pioneers with flamethrowers, can so to an extent carry it, but even then, they're not huge assault troops. They're technically pioneers, that is, the divisional pioneers are usually considered assault troops. Usually, in fact, they would consider the division's best troops alongside the reconnaissance troops. Fun fact, usually kitted out with a lot of grenades on top of the flamethrowers so they could quickly clear out, and they were meant to go in there in any sort of fortified position and clear it out. Grenadiers versus Sappers section up north here. More Grenadiers going to arrive. You got no light machines active for Party. You should probably consider that. Pioneers versus Wasp, Flamethrower versus bigger Flamethrower. One Pak 40 moving in, but not quite filling up. Other Pak 40 coming on the right flank. No take a bit here for Stuve. We got the Vickers machine gun to help contain some of Party's infantry. And of course, you can see there again, it's sniper really hasn't been doing a lot anymore. And it's clear again, he's trying to drive out Stuve's sniper first. So in that sense, that's sort of what sort of can also sort from these sniper mind games. I mean, theoretically, Stuve could have just not gone for sniper in the first place. And Party might like just never gone for one himself, as just done this anyways because he's expecting it. So right now, just with the mere... Oh, there we go, he reeled it. Close one there, though. I was about to say again, that just mean you could essentially, without even going for one, just put on lockdown. But then again, maybe that is the mind game. Stu's just trying to lum into a false sense of security thing. Alright, it doesn't have the sniper. And then he hits. I mean, it's mind games upon mind games with snipers. That's a bit bastards about it. Anyways, section standing about here. Overall, Party, though, needs to do something a bit bigger. I mean, he's not really making any major gains here versus Stuve. Again, the lack of infantry and sort of vehicular armoured business there is precluding that. No son of a doctrine. I mean, theoretically, you know, trying to go for something like mechanized assault rush in the half track with assault panzer grenadiers and just gun down Stuve's stuff. Yeah, rush him. He's been caught by the wasp, snamming about here. Grand Western Point, there we go, we got the AC Mark 3. It's been out there for some time, but against Stuve so far does not need to commit it. And, oh, we might just see the wasp go down here in the east. Pak 40 could get off another hit, and the wasp is kaput. Right in the backyard of the restaurant on fire. A poorly planned out New Year's Eve, where Daddy got a bit too drunk and knocked over all of the rockets. Pak 40 hanging about here. Quite a bit of skirmishing here. I mean, Party's definitely got a unique force composition in a lot of ways, but unique doesn't necessarily mean it's the best or most efficient one. I mean, it's certainly got some abilities, but the problem is, it feels in many ways like a sort of strangely very defensive one, but it can't really attack well. That's certainly seems to be the case. We're sort of seeing it just can't push ahead very well. So Paul McCall, those going up, of course, get a Panzer flight that should rather change things here against Stuve. We also got land machine guns up. That's also going to help Party a bunch. And of course, the wasp being gone is also very helpful. Sniper there killing about on the right flank. Again, he's expecting the sniper to hang around the centre. And so far, Stuve is very much feeling that. Right, and there we go. White a section. That's actually pretty good there for Party. A bit of a loss there for Stuve. Should have retreated there. Too late for that now. Still very close to the pack. So 4 here. 4. Here, Party, and the AC is going to try and catch a sniper. Sniper's hanging about here amongst the rows of... ooh, great. Oh, need to retreat. Could take a what? Hit here. Yeah, it's going to like to go down here. Pak 40 could fire. And with that, the sniper is dead. Didn't even need the sniper, of course. Now Stuve can theoretically just open up with his own sniper and begin murdering away at the Huns. If he wants to. Of course, this is where the next level of mind games could begin, and he begins anticipating a counter sniper. Though in this case, he begins opening up. We got here, air resupply operation from Stuve. And West, the assault is not really progressing well there for Party. He needs to regain fuel as well. He needs to gain a lot there, and he really should consider more infantry. I would strongly advise Panzer Grenadiers. Well then, I always do. Sniper there, shooting and missing. So now, Party knows Stuve did have a sniper all around. He's actually going for a sniper of his own again. Going to try and turn the table on Stuve, but again, you can see the way the Stuve is doing there. He's actually anticipating a counter sniper. Mind games. Oh, there we go, bit of sprinting there as well. Or maybe he isn't, it's hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised. Pioneer sniped. Mines dodged. Very close though. Eastern victory point secured. Party there needs to put down the jackwood a bit harder against Stuve though. Another section out for Stuve to replace one taken out by the Huns, and Snap Pioneers there getting slowly bled to death. Panzer mobilised. Pioneers went to deal with the machine gun, but it's going to be in an awkward spot. There he goes, oppressed. Panzer rolling ahead. Ooh, gonna go straight after the sniper with the Panzer IV. Pretty bold move there by Party. And he's actually somehow managed to dodge all of Stuve's mines in the process. AC opening up there. Nice hit. They almost got the AC. Almost got the AC Mark 3. Pop smoke. Takes it out though. Sniper there about to get wiped out. Party 9 Scheiße. And he loses the sniper without even getting the other sniper. Really doing anything with it. Ah, blast. And now he's trying to take out the sniper here with his Panzer IV. Damaged engine though. What's he gonna do? Sniper's hiding behind the bunker. He just decides, well, stop this. I'm gonna blow apart the bunker. 6-pounder gun though, crude from amongst the area supply operation. Pop smoke. Sniper's just gonna move about again. I mean, still losing that sniper like that is pretty awkward here for Party. I mean, even gets a sniper and takes out the AC. I don't think it's going to be hugely successful here for Party, considering he's going to likely lose the Panzer IV in the process. So that was rather uncomfortable. Still making progress on the west, pushing back his opponent. That's good, but I mean, had he not lost his own sniper there, it probably would have looked a bit better than it actually did, but losing the sniper on top of all the loss of the Panzer IV, that even he got his opponent's sniper and the AC. I mean, and meanwhile, though, we can see Stuve is taking up. We got the company command post up. When he's being routed here by the section in the west. Pack 40 hanging back. Mine goes off. And looks like he lost the remainders of a Pioneer squad as well. Party is getting absolutely let dry, which is a bit amusing considering again he's the one essentially aiming for an attritional like strategy, but so far he's the one suffering the most from it. That's just awkward. Trying to use the packs to grab territory because again he's so short and everything else, he has to use the anti-tank guns for this explicit purpose. That's a bit rough there, but that's the third sniper's going out here. 3 snipers. That is a absolute dedication to snipers you rarely see in general. And we got another area supply operation out here for Stuve. We got a mortar up from as well.
Jerry has 300 points remaining.
Direct mortar hit on the Pioneers. Sniper again out for Stuve. That's going to be his third sniper as well. Actually, that's his second sniper, isn't it? Actually, I think it's a second. Alright, 1 kill there. Pack cleared out. He might need a mortar of his own to try and now push past Stuve's hard point. And there he goes, called up a second mortar as well. Basically using both air resupply operations for the mortars and at least 1 anti-tank gun. Nice use of the ability, by the way. They haven't really used much as the doctrine. Machine guns are clearing out the machine gun or heavy machine gun team inside. Could be a bit risky there for Stuve. Sniper out for Stuve. So many snipers, and there we go. Heavy mortar fire there, section playing up behind the Pack 40, and he's still not much happening there for Party. He needs to get back the fuel. He needs tanks before Stuve clobbers him with his tanks. So say a Churchill Crocodile. Losing the camp from inside the church. Mortars there remaining safe so far. No turn rushing up. Hit grenades up. More specifically, artillery called in there by Stuve's section. Back hit troops reinforcing for Party. Still could benefit from some extra infantry. At least he's finally gone for a machine gun team. Bit delayed there. And we got hammer tactics out for Stuve. Wow. We might even see comets then. And Party is pushing for tier 4 despite not exactly having the best of fuel flows. That is an interesting choice there for Party. Not what I'd recommend here. But there you go. Could work out, but I just think he should be pushing for more Panzer IVs and maybe some Stugs. I mean, at this stage he has a good idea what Stuve's got, and that means there's a crocodile at the end, and that rather means he wants something that can seriously hard counter it without being too threatening. And the problem is the Pack 40s he's got at the moment are very vulnerable to a crocodile. So it might not be impossible, it's going to be very difficult to stop a crocodile with, you know, Pack 40s. And when he brings out a Pack 43, his chances might be a bit better. Stuve's now, of course, running about. Companies moving ahead. Pack 40 moving forwards. Snipering out there for Party. Oh, right in front of Stuve's sniper. And third German sniper down. He got one of the mortar crews. But Party there is not having a party with the snipers, that's for sure. Unless it's in hell. Section moving ahead here. Party in the German army doing what they can here versus Stuve. Pioneers moving in back here, troops in reinforcing. We got Festung Armour as well out here for Party. Certainly makes his overall setup much weird. And there you go, we got a gun bomb as the MD-42, and pop goes the entire bloody weasel. Bits of Heinz, Helmut, and Jürgen all over the place, while Fritz is desperately trying to crawl away for medical support. And these are the sappers in the west, backed up by Dollar mortars again. Fountain there completely broken by the sheer firepower of the British mortars. They're pudding tubes, unleashing death. Going to use back up with Pack 40, trying to clear out the trench in the west without a flamethrower. That's going to be a bit tricky there with just single-handed squad light machine guns. I still feel like Party needs more infantry. I mean, 2 grenadier squads is generally too little. I mean, my rule of thumb always goes basically a minimum of 3 infantry squads is generally what you need to be able to attack and defend effectively. Any less than that, and you generally just, I feel, not fighting very efficiently. 4 is sort of a good number, and 5 is sort of, let's say, the maximum. Beyond that, you sort of risk struggling to manage your infantry properly and, you know, end up actually suffering higher losses. But I definitely say Party operating with just 2 grenadier squads for this long is not good. Another supply drop here, or resupply operation there for Stuve. I mean, he's clearly just dropping in for the weapons. He's not caring anything about the medical supplies. There we go, heavy panzer got for Party. Though what he's planning is beyond me. I mean, the faster thing you can get is the Panther. That's exactly what he goes for. They really should get some more infantry. There you go. He's going for a mortar of his own, so he's now responding to Stuve's influx of artillery with artillery of his own. The question, of course, does Party expect 3 mortars? I mean, most players would never go for 3 mortars, but Stuve obviously is not like the rest. And what is this? We got a forward observation post as well here. Wow. You do not see that one a lot. Usually for good reasons. But that is more or less about to get flattened here by German heavy railway artillery. Firing away there. There we go. The entire forward observation post vanishes as it collapses inwards. The German heavy artillery is just more or less demolishing it. British sniper there with 4 kills. Panzerwehr ready to fire away. We got machine gun support weapons, all that here in the centre, but a distinct lack of infantry. A very distinct lack. I suspect he might be trying to silence the mortars here, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, he tried to kill the sniper. I mean, he killed something though, and I think he actually got a section. In fact, Stuve's got no infantry but a single section, really himself, and some sappers. So Stuve is also a bit behind, but he's got more of the map and more resources. I mean, he's clearly stalling here for the crocodile, and Party's basically got 2 Pack 40s to try and stop a crocodile. I mean, those aren't exactly odds I like. He's going for a 3rd Pack 40 of that. I mean, maybe, but and at some point I suspect that's going to fail. I mean, it might work a bit, but at some point it's just going to be so much to manage that Stu's going to find a weak spot and then it's just going to roll them and destroy them. At least then we can see Party's unraveling Stuve's left flank. Stuve, though, much quicker attack to get more infantry, and then it's just the bare minimum, which is good for him. Bit of a problem though for Party and the 12th SS. Fun fact about the Waffen is they actually had their own version of the Panzerwehr, which used captured Katyusha rockets and later ones they made themselves. Well, not themselves, obviously. They kind of had slaves to do that, slave labor. They were very fond of that. 2 kills halfway to Veteran 1. from this ground the point using the trench. I mean, much better map control now for Party finally, but I think part of it's just simply down to he actually managed to kill enough of Stuve's infantry that Stuve is the one struggling. But again, the Crocodile's about to hit, and at that point Party might be in for a bit of a rough ride again. So we'll have to see how this works out here. Fighting for the center machine gun holding up there. Panzerwerfer unleashing hell once more. Most of the rockets, though, don't quite hear them. I mean, they do some suppression, they do some pinning, but they didn't really do any killing. I mean, he was essentially firing at max range to the area. He didn't have any sort of direct line of sight to him, meaning it was just as scattered as possible. He's actually going for a second Panzerwerfer? Wow. That's unique for sure. I mean, Party's definitely got one of the more outstanding, in a sense, just stands out, force gun position. You really do not see something like this. Very little infantry, tons of support weapons, and several Panzerwerfers, and no real tanks either. I mean, depending on how Stuve plays, it could work out, but it could also end up horribly wrong here for Party. But there you go, trying to kill the sniper with pioneers and a flamethrower. Still not bad. In the fights, the Stuve is realizing they can push out. There we go, we got the Crocodile here for Stuve. About to burn his way here through Party. And the 12th SS, who's calling in more Panzerwerfers. Basically firing Nebelwerfer rockets from the one from Company Heroes 1, essentially the same type of rockets there. There were actually several versions of the Nebelwerfer. There was also one that had like really big rockets. We're talking like Stuve size rockets. There you go. Panzerwerfer unleashing hell. Oh, no, by the way, while it fired the same size rockets as the end of the regular Nebelwerfer, we know it fired more of them. 10 versus 6. Still, Crocodile out here for Stuve versus 3 Pak 40s. I mean, that's going to be very interesting to see. I mean, there's a chance it could work out. I mean, they can really lay down some heavy fire. The problem is, if they get at any point flanked by the Crocodile, they're likely going to die to the flanker on the main gun. And now, by the way, Party's got 2 mortars as well, by the way. One courtesy there of Stuve. From this was a section in the east. Pak 40's Panthers moving in there. Crocodile on the maneuver as well. He's breaching through the centre where the streets are empty. No hands in sight. Pak 40 setting up here. Mortar under fire here from the Crocodile. Pak 40 setting up there for the Pak front is ready. First volley. Bounces off the Crocodile. First shot goes through. There you go. Most of the shots go through. Crocodile down to almost half health. Panzerfaust off there on the Crocodile. Ah no, it fizzles. Second one though works. Damn it, engine the Crocodile. Half health. Panzerwerfers pushing back the second lines of the gun with the machine guns. Anti-tank guns on the move though. We got another forward observation post up here from Stuve. Panzerwerfers firing away there. I think he's trying to prevent the Crocodile here from being repaired. He's got a rough idea where it's moving, so he's trying to prevent that from happening. Back here, healing reinforcements still could do with more infantry. Packs moving about, the mortar cleared out there by Stuve's Crocodile. Will Party be able to prevent the Crocodile from being repaired? It's going to Studious push it back into the fight right away almost. We'll have to see. And of course this means he gets it emergency war speed, meaning the Crocodile can essentially blitz. Which is generally not the sort of sentence you want to hear put together with the Germans. Hey Otto, isn't that Crocodile going awfully fast? Yeah, I think we may have to run. Come over again here. Pinning down the sappers. Machine gun the section in the west. And we got field recovery operation on the way here for Stuve. Gonna need some bomb auto setting out here, securing territory in the east. Note, by the way, he's getting air reconnaissance from this one. The forward observation post has a lot of abilities attached, obviously, so Stuve could really do a lot of naughty things with it. Mortar gun leads moving up, Pak 40 hanging back, Panzerwerfers on the move again, almost ready to unleash hell once more upon the Tommy position. There you go, the Crocodile's almost fixed again. Victory points wise, Party's finally being Stuve up just a bit, but Stuve still got a mighty lead here over Party. Machine and then a bit of top spot on the west coast of the sniper. Panther barrage again. Crocodile advancing. Sappers, anti-tank and crews. Oh, mines went off, but looks, but he clustered up a lot of mines increasingly. It cost him 2 of his anti-tank gun crews. And almost a mortar as well. Crocodile on the move here, though, going straight for the Pak 40s. That's caught up in a bad spot. We got smoke off from some source. It's the Crocodile that can fire smoke shells now? Really? That's news to me. That seems also a bit... When did they have that? Oh, that seems a bit overkill that a flamethrower tank can also fire smoke shells, but oh well. As outmaneuvered the Pak 40s, this is a really bad spot. We got a Stuve on the way though, full party. That's definitely what he's going to eat. There's the Crocodile. One Pak 40, they're about to get absolutely scorched up. Churchill down to half health. Pak 40 trying to catch up here. Grenadiers going in again, Panther fasted. I mean, at close range is not going to matter too much, but still could just help maybe a bit and finish. Oh, he's putting it back now. That might just work out. Smoke's going to get here from the Crocodile. Section moving into flank here. Pak still almost got the Crocodile section flank in there. Mortify needs to take it out. Stuve almost down there. Full party in the east. We got the Panzerwerfer versus the section. Close quarters Panzerwerfer range of barrage could maybe do it. Section right from the centre. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung Geek mobilised here for the 12th SS. Mortify raining down here and... missed. That's unfortunate. Crocodile here trying to escape. 14 kills. Veterancy 1. Mortar hanging back here. Close to Veterancy 2, but actually hasn't done any killing. Pak 40 shooting their main gun out. On. Shot bounce. Shot bounce. Gonna need to retreat. More Pak fire, but they're all hitting the house. Stuve moving in. Pioneers moving eastwards. Things are getting much more tense here and intense. Stuve hits the wall. And there we go. Got the Crocodile. It's down. Thing is, the Stuve is technically not far off from another one. He's also replenished a lot of his interest. His party is now down to just one Grenadier squad, which is definitely not doable. He's at least replacing that Grenadier, but he really should opt for 3. And again, Panzer Grenadiers would do him a ton of good. Panzer with barrage on the mortars, most likely. Okay, apparently Party actually tried to kill a sniper with a Panzerwerfer barrage. Ach mein Gott. Stuve here without a machine gun is actually hugely successful as the infantry really needs that like machine gun, and since it's basically just an LMG-42 on the Stuve at like half the cost of an actual LMG-42, so it's a pretty good deal. Party's pinning out the victory point again over Stuve. He also overall has a larger force right now than Stuve in terms of population, but it's not quite there translating into map control since a lot of it's support weapons. And again, triple Pak 40s, while nice, I suppose stopping some things, doesn't really help versus all the infantry and other things Stuve has. So I really feel like Party kind of went overboard there, got a bit too drunk on, well, Paks. The mortar crew got stuck up here. Help! I'm stuck in this wall. I don't know how it happened. I can't move. This is terrible. Oh. Apparently did someone manage to glue himself. Panzerwerfer's about to unleash hell again here upon Stuve. There's support in here. Courtesy once more of this. With strafing run support. Which again actually, sort of lasts some time there. It's, surprisingly handy ability. Just relishes any usage. Panzerwerfer there, almost got the enemy mortar. Unit wiped out in the west, but looks a bit, or somewhere got wiped out. We'll have to see. Victory point rise. Third party's down to 58 versus Stuve is falling 20. Blaze it. Needs to quickly grab some territory there. And reconnect his field. Needs to get out some armor here. Panther thinks it's going to be absolutely crucial here. Maybe just more Stuves. Either way, the more armor needed and more infantry. Almost got some mortar crews. Ultimately about with 3 anti-tank guns. Plus he's still got 1 airdrop there as well. Alongside more mortars. These were the sappers here by the western victory front, quickly occupies the house and gains the upper hand as the sappers with the light machine gun and of course garrison cover. Will he destroy the forward observation post here? And Stuve is going for the Comet. Pin map machine being added there. Very good. So good. So good. Panzerwerfer's hanging back there. Both close to firing. One close to Vetting 2. Still not getting a lot of fuel there, Partij. Not getting a lot of fuel, and really also need more armour. He needs more of everything except packs. Like, he's already got enough of those. And there you go, straight into the anti-tank in front. This dude's almost taken out. Trench destroyed here by the German Panzerabwehrkanone. Panzerwerfer, they're closing in Vetting D2. I suppose you could go for a command tank, but that wouldn't be a half-bad choice, I guess. Though another Stuka still think we could. Yeah, we got the command tank on the way there. Panzer's moving about here. One ready to, in fact, both are ready to fire to unleash hell here upon Stuve. Got the anti-tank gun hold, being held forward by Stuve. Needs to be careful around his own mines, and again the Panzerwerfers could set those off. Stuve reasonably sad, but nope, he parks it in fact right on either side of the mine. There you go, Panzer barrage off, possibly right onto it. Oh, on the mortars nearby. We got another bit of air recons out here. Stuve command tank was into the tank in Strada, getting flanked by the Comet. Nice flank there by Stuve. Good push here, taking advantage of Partij's sort of focus on the centre west and be quite exposed east. Panzerwerfer abandoned.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Good, nice work there by Stuve. Nice work. Gonna lose the man to Panzerwerfer to the Comet, but can't quite easily take it out. Command tank there definitely should be more careful with. That's that. Anti-tank's being pulled forward to take it out here to destroy Stuve's premium medium, and we got a smoke shot off here. Then this pan is going up here trying to stop that Comet from escaping. Almost got it here, should be able to take it out. Panzerwerfer stops as well. Another shot here from the packs, another shot. Stuke moving in here. Straight into mine, and the Stuke is down as well. Good God. Partij needs more careful with his units. Anti-tank and crew down. Another Stuke sets off another mine that just blows up. And the Comet actually escapes here.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
One anti-tank and crew got wiped out there as well. Troops in reinforcing, needs to capture as much. Reconnect, the others are not getting any fuel again. Mortars routed. You might want to destroy that forward observation post. Let's first make sure he's destroying the anti-tank guns. You could actually grab some of the stuff, at least the medical supplies maybe, but he decides not to. More pioneers out there for Partij. There we go, medical supplies napped, and then he makes the run for it. Also the victory point. We've got 46 versus 1 and 9. Partij there need to be a bit more careful with Stuve.
Enemy causing trouble.
I mean, he still has a chance at winning this, I think, but he's certainly not making it wildly easy for himself, though. Still, this fight has seen a lot of things we usually don't see, like air resupply operation, forward observation posts. I mean, these two are sort of more commonly seen. The only thing they haven't seen is designated command vehicle. Comparatively, parties make use of the command tank a bit of panic tactician, I think, but no hold down, no pack for feast. Well, there's also the railway support. Always got the Panzerwerfer back in action. That's good here for Partij. Seizing a lot of territory, in fact. He might want to consider some mines. S-mines, for example, and tunnel mines could upside down his opponent. Stuve is not far off from another crocodile. Might be what he's aiming for here. Of course, to back up the Comet, at which point the Pack 40s there, or the Pack 40s, the three of them, could struggle a bit, depending on how Stuve then executes his attack. There you go, house collapsed, finally. Seizing territory in these two of the Pack 40s, at least he's using them actively when he's not using them to sort of deflect enemy armoured attacks. Coming down the west, backed up by mortars and what little infantry Stuve has as well here. 7th Armoured struggling. And we got another Stuve there for PartijKraker. Very good, very good. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Dr. Krupp. He always writes a prescription for steel. Krupp steel. Anyway, section move against the Grenadier. Stuve almost done there. Pioneers backing out things here. Crocodile is about to hit here for Stuve and the 7th Armored Division. There we go. I said, there we go, Stuve. Come on, press the button, be a good boy. There we go. Actually, you don't see comments that much, but they are pretty good, I think. Back here, troops in enforcing, Stuve setting out. Should add a pinlock machine gun to that one as well. Bunker up there to cover this. I'm not entirely sure that's going to be able to cover it, actually. I mean, the hedges there can block the line of fire, and I don't think he's quite aware of that at times. I mean, it's a bit difficult to say. Some hedges and bushes block, some do not. I think it'd honestly be better off just with a Pak 43 if we wanted something like that. So someone can just fire straight through everything. Note he's Stuve setting up for a big flank, but looks like the comms bring up a bit of infantry. The Crocodile looks like he is, so he's basically going to think go for a rather wide pincer maneuver here and party, and basically that way catch him off guard, which is actually a really good idea. So it's going to make it much harder here for party to pen down. Note what he's doing here, Bob. He's using this ability with calls in flares as well to then scout out where the Pak 40s are. And then I think he's actually using the Comet or Crocodile as bait to then move the Comet in the west side. He's basically trying to confuse and frustrate party that he makes in for the assault. So this is actually a really clever move by Stuve. Really clever move. And there you go. Comet strikes on the west, catching the Stuve off guard. Pak's going to have to turn about, but that of course means they're going to leave their backs exposed to the Crocodile. Well, you can see it up there. Lots of stuff happening here. Going to be right over the Crocodile in the east. Rapidly and violently. Now the Pak's pursuing the Comet, allowing the Crocodile to move on freely in the east. Of course, Stuve doesn't probably fully know that still. There you go, now he knows definitely the Pak's pursuing the Comet. Panzer battle short feet to help deal with whatever Stuve's got moving in the east. Troops are pressed. 46 versus 58. I mean, depending on how this battle go, either party wins or Stuve wins. I mean, this is going to be all or nothing. Well, player no place the best to just max out the least, I think, wins this one, because they've roughly got the same foresights. They got a lot of stuff. I mean, basically, I think wins this is because the other players not be able to, I think, recover sufficiently enough. But there you go. Crocodile moving up the east, the Pak's probably 5 exposed on the west side. Isolate as well here. Machine gun bunker up. So not entirely sure why he would have wanted there. And they can't even cover the center victory point that well. And we got here another forward observation post up for Stuve. What the hell did he get turned into one now? The outhouse? This is Terrence calling it. Oh, John, did you use it before? You twat. That's a point up here, calling in air support rapidly. And that's definitely a record of just forward observation posts in any match. I don't think anyone has used. I've built that many ever in a match. But there you go, Pak being cleared up by the air support, Crocodile flunking in here as well. And now we sort of see the issue with that many Pak forces back with nothing else. I mean, they are really vulnerable here. One mistake here. And as you can see, the Crocodile, now the Comet sets upon them. Blitzing in the Comet here. Another Pak 40 down. He's down to just one Pak 40 Stuve to now try and stop this. This is not looking good here for party. Things are unraveling really fast like a poorly knit sweater. Grenadier is about to get wiped out. And probably his remaining Grenadier squad. It's absolutely collapsing. Got the Stuve moving in here. That's going to be one Stuve versus the Crocodile. And the Comet with anti-tanks moving in there from Stuve. There you go. Smokescreen off here. Just trying to assist. Nice hit from the Comet there. Got a hit returned by the Stuve. But now the Stuve can't easily move about here due to the presence of the Crocodile. Other Stuve is almost on their Panthers moving out. Machine gun about to get taken out here as well. We got Sappers nearby, can pop an anti-tank grenade on the Stuve, and there we go. Stuve down. Party is completely collapsing here. The party is over, it seems. Panther barrage down. Daughter shot there from the Crocodile. Stuve done there for party. Panzerwerfer is down, thanks to the crocodile. Sturmgeschütz setting out. But yeah, I'd say this is GG. I mean, he got some of Stuve's things. The problem is, Stuve's got more real functional units afterwards. He's got more infantry. Party's got one pioneer, and he's got the Panzerwerfer, which again is somewhat nice, but isn't, you know, something that can fight the crocodile and infantry directly. And he can't easily reclaim the victory points, and he's basically losing control of all of them now, so this is very much looking like GG, like a game over.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
More samples called in.
The Germans only have 25 points.
25 points, 24 going for the centre victory point. East one has been digging over the section. The trench, very nice work there. Strong the anti-tankers on the west. So yeah, I mean, PartijKraker definitely had a unique build order and some interesting strategic options going in. The problem was ultimately his force composition just wasn't solid enough, I would say. Plus he made a few dubious calls here and there, like pushing in that Panzerwerfer way too far ahead there. And I also think like triple pack 40s is not healthy. I mean, the most you want two. There's a reason why most players never go for more than 2 anti-tank guns, because you know, one mistake and it all falls apart, and even then it's just a lot of manpower pop cap, you know, on just anti-tank guns. So right there, I feel like Party overcommitted there and just didn't have enough interest, well, which rather allowed Stuve in the long run turn around. Though again, it was close at times that Party could have won this match. I mean, again, he played well despite all this, but I just feel like he probably had a more easy and efficient time, and he just had a slightly more balanced force composition. And even then, but I just, you know, made less mistakes, and I think with a bit more clarity about what Stuve was doing, he might have done better there. I also think a different docks would help out a bunch more, like mechanized assault or Jaeger infantry. Stuve, I'd say, played well. I mean, he made lots of interesting moves, struggled a bit here and there, but I think he played pretty well there. I think he also committed there too many anti-tanks at the same time, but you know, still managed some interesting moves there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, tell it to your friends, your family about this. Not your enemies, though. This is Imperial Linking. Cheers. Thank you for watching. You all a wonderful audience. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.